Have you ever wondered where we really come from? What secrets does our past hold, hidden in ancient footprints in the earth? Today, we'll take you on a surprising journey through time, where we'll discover human remains in the heart of Bogotá that challenge everything we thought we knew about the history of South America.
Remains that, thousands of years ago, told a forgotten story, an invisible lineage, and a mystery that still seeks answers. Prepare to delve into a discovery that could change the way we understand our origins. The history of the past has never been so intriguing. Let's begin.
Imagine a continent in its early days, where human footprints were just beginning to mark the landscape. About 6,000 years ago, in what we know today as Bogotá, a group of hunter-gatherers fled the borders of time, leaving behind skeletal remains that defy all logic and understanding. Recently, these remains have emerged from the earth, revealing a secret that could redefine our history, a completely unknown human lineage, with no connections to any modern population or other known groups in the past. This discovery, published in Science Advances, is not only a scientific breakthrough, but also a call to question everything we thought we knew about settlement in South America. The genetics of these remains reveal a profile that matches no other, a lost fragment of human history, extinct without a trace in subsequent generations. How is it possible that such a distinct, isolated lineage existed, disappearing without leaving any known descendants? The answer could lie in the relentless forces of nature, in fragile climate changes, or in silent and forgotten human movements. These people, who inhabited the central region of Colombia in pre-ceramic times, would have a history that invites us to imagine a different migration, an alternative route in the expansion of the continent's first settlers. What's even more surprising, although some parts of their DNA suggest links with present-day Native Americans, in reality, their lineage left no known children or grandchildren. The image we have of the first inhabitants of the Americas becomes much more complex, more unpredictable. Migration, which we once thought was a single linear event, seems to have been a dance of multiple movements, some of them perhaps in complete secrecy. This discovery invites us to ask, what history is hidden in the silences of the earth? What changes and challenges did these peoples face? And why did they disappear without a trace? Science is still searching for answers, but history already shows us that the diversity of early humans was much richer and more fragmented than we imagined. The existence of an extinct lineage, a lost branch of the human family tree, leaves an indelible mark on our understanding. We are not the result of a single migration, but of multiple paths, cultural clashes, and environmental changes that erased more than we have preserved. This discovery in Bogotá not only reveals a buried past, but also poses a disturbing question. How many other doors to the past remain closed, waiting to be opened? Human history remains an ever-expanding mystery, and each discovery reminds us that our origins are a mosaic of intertwined stories, many of which remain to be discovered. Ultimately, these ancient traces challenged the idea that we are the product of a linear history. They showed us that in the most remote and forgotten corners, there are clues that could change everything we believe about who we are and where we come from. The past, always in motion, continues to whisper in the earth and in our bones, waiting for someone to listen and understand its message. And perhaps in that listening, we discover that our history is not only composed of migrations and adaptations, but also of silences, disappearances, and renewals. The existence of an extinct lineage in the heart of Colombia reminds us that in the narrative of humanity, not all parts left visible heirs. Some were lost in time, in the climate, in the decisions we made, or in those we could never have imagined. This discovery challenges us to reevaluate our preconceived ideas, to look beyond straight lines, and to accept that our roots are full of multiple directions, curves, and forks. It invites us to be more humble before the vastness of history and to value each fragment, each vestige, as a piece that enriches the complexity of our common origin.
In the end, the story these remains uncover belongs not only to researchers or scientific communities, but also to all of us. It urges us to continue exploring, to continue questioning, because in every bone, in every fragment of DNA, beats an ancestral message that speaks to us of resilience, change, and mystery. It reminds us that human history is not written only in books or museums, but in the earth we walk on, in the secrets it still holds, and in the enigmas waiting to be unraveled. How far are we willing to go to understand that story? What other dormant truths await in the depths of time? The answer perhaps lies in our ability to look, to question, and to accept that in the great narrative of humanity, there are still many blank pages waiting to be discovered. And so, in these ancient footprints, lies a story that still challenges us to understand who we truly are. Because in every bone and every fragment of lost DNA, there is a silence that whispers of vanished peoples, forgotten migration routes, and decisions that changed the fate of an entire region. Science has shown us a path, but the real question remains: what other secrets await in the most remote corners of our past? Human history is an ever-expanding mosaic, and every discovery reminds us that, on our journey to the origin, there are many pages left to write. What other dormant truths are we destined to find? The answer, perhaps, is just waiting to be discovered.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe so you don't miss out on future ideas that challenge us to think outside the box. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, and don't forget to always maintain that curiosity that drives progress. Also, explore even more fascinating content on our channel. From life-changing tips and cutting-edge technology, to the mysteries of spirituality, travel to various countries, delicious recipes, health hacks, and language learning, there's something here to spark your curiosity and elevate your life. Dive in and discover a world of knowledge awaits us.